On the previous episode of Reroll Expectations, the group uses the Waystones in traveling to Willow's Watch, where they quickly discovered that there was a lot of turmoil and got wind of a strange creature, beast, or person that was terrorizing this town. Upon going to the local inn, we actually also ran into William Michael Chapwell III and his strange alchemist friend that apparently Villif has crossed paths with before. To conclude the episode, the party schemes on a plan to chase after the alchemist and potentially William Michael Chapwell as we search for the beast.
Great senses, Shortwing. I think I have an idea.
How do you want to do this?
So are we like in front of the farm now?
I don't know. Do you guys want to walk to the farm?
Stay
You're
on
the edge of town,
outskirts
correct?
right now, just because I see it and I
Yeah.
wanted to kind of like plan, and that's where I think he is, and we can pursue, and I can make another roll, but I didn't know if there was a game plan.
I think that I'm going to change my appearance to look like a former mentor and teacher, and you can get in position so that when I give the signal, we can surprise them and get the jump.
Okay. So, should we just circle around the property?
Let me do this first, and then so I'm going to cast Alter Self.
Okay.
And make myself look like Tana, Sparkle Flame. And let's see. Takes up to an hour. So yeah, I am now Tana, and I'll tell you, get into position, and then when I clap twice, that is when you make your move.
Okay, hold on.
I want to assist. So if this is going to work, I want to see. I was considering enhance ability, but because you can get charisma checks, I'm just going to cast guidance on him.
Sure.
Tight.
Yeah, just in case he's got that swift sparkle flame tongue he needs a little help on.
I hope you guys love this serenade from my cat right now. If you guys can't hear him, he's just meowing constantly.
Now I can.
I didn't hear him until you said something.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for the past like 5 minutes.
Okay, so I guess I would like to confirm that my senses tell me he's on the farm property.
Yes, he is dead center on the farm property right now.
Okay.
Like in like a farmhouse?
Do I see another set
sorry?
of tracks that would be I can't think of your name right now. Armin's hench evil hex.
William Michael Chapel III.
Yeah, I couldn't think of
Yes,
his-
you do see those tracks.
Okay, so they're both 100% likely on this property. Okay.
Are they like in a farmhouse?
From where you are, you just sort of see a couple figures in the field. You can probably assume that it's those two standing in the field.
What's the
Okay.
current time of day?
It's probably around like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. maybe.
Okay, so
If we can see them, maybe they can see us.
Well, I will get their attention if you want to try to circle around.
turns into cat. Okay, so how far are you say they were? Like probably like I don't know, half a mile away or some shit.
Yeah, 10, 15 minutes by walking.
Okay. Well, we got to do this very stealthily.
I'm gonna start walking up.
Is there a
And
tree
in-
line that we can like follow to like stay out of the light?
Only behind the farm, which is where the woods
So it's
are.
like a ton of field on the outside of the city, and then it's just
Yeah.
okay. So, I mean, I can get myself there, but pass without trace does nothing for visual contact. So, prestidigitation could probably be a pretty neat spell to be used here.
I'm just
nobody
trying to keep their attention so that they're distracted enough that you can get into place. I guess this is meta, but I would assume that this is what we discussed when we're talking about our plan.
Sure, we're just skipping the
I-
in-game dialogue and going straight to the meta dialogue.
To the boss fight.
Yeah.
I love this like Rainbow Six Siege setup of how you guys are gonna breach the wall and go in to fight these two people.
Yeah. I'll. Can I possibly hold an action?
If you're staying in one place, yes.
Oh, I'm not staying in one place. No.
15 minutes of.
Never mind. Yeah, I guess. So they're gonna basically breach in. Okay, so
That's what it seems like. Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
I'll just-
walk
I'll-
up as our old mentor and get their attention so that they are in dialogue with me, and then I will give a signal, and then it's game time.
I'll hold an action to as soon as I get the signal. I'm gonna rage. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm looking at my wild shape options here.
I thought you were turning into a cat. Are you not turning into a cat anymore?
Giant snake.
That was joke. Sorry.
Okay.
Maybe
Just making
I
sure.
should have just confirmed that it was a joke.
So are we good? Are you guys proceeding now? Have you guys got your plan in place?
No,
Yeah, are you all
I need a
ready?
moment.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I mean, we're gonna do some dialogue.
Will's ready just to draw a sword and start hacking
I think
away.
giant
alright?
goat would be
doesn't
really,
care
really
who's
appropriate
there.
for this.
I think we're gonna do some dialogue for a minute, so you probably have some time during then.
How about I disguise myself as a horse and you ride up?
You ride it.
I mean, that's not a terrible idea.
This is no flanking though. We gotta have Rue and fucking Aiden gotta like find a way to come up and not be 15 minutes away when shit hits the fan.
Yeah, they could probably
Oh,
sneak
right.
through the fields.
Well, I run fast. It's fun.
He's got that 6 minute mile. He'll be there in 3.
I can
Man,
start just
that's-
like launching longbows, arrows.
True.
Maybe that's what I'll do. I'd like to prepare an action as well. When the signal goes, I fire an arrow.
Sure. Just out in general.
Yeah, just straight up. Actually, no, I'll fire at the big guy.
Okay. Sorry, I think I'm just kind of overthinking this a little bit. What should I do? Just not do the horse thing, and then we're 3 minutes away.
I think the horse thing's a good idea.
I think
Okay.
it's a good idea too.
I'll do the horse thing. I'll wild
All
shape
right.
into a horse.
Yeah, I guess I'll hold my rage then until we actually get there, so I don't burn.
I actually have Warhorse as a recommended CR half.
Do it.
Just, would Fapple Stamp ride a or not Fapple Stamp? What was her name? I know it
Flame?
was ridiculous.
Sparkle Flame.
Apple stamp.
Yeah,
Tana Sparkle Flame.
Would Sparkle Flame ride a Warhorse?
Sparkle Flame sounds like a My Little Pony character. I want you to know that right now. I just realized this.
We discussed this in the first episode when you made the name.
Did we?
Yeah. Not
I-
necessarily that context, but I remember we were like, "Wow."
No, but you know what? Michael or William Michael Chapwell III will not question it.
Okay, well, I will be a warhorse.
Okay. All right. Well, I get up there as Tana Sparkle Flame.
Yeah, you are walking across the meadows of the Heartsong Meadows, in fact, which is the closest farm to the city itself. And as you get closer, you see the two figures, William Michael Chapwell III and also Israel the Collector, speaking to a third figure. Around them are various farm workers, some children running around playing, stuff like that. And it looks like they're locked into a not a deep conversation, but some form of conversation.
All right. We're riding up, and once he's within earshot, I'm going to say, William Michael Chapwell III.
No.
Yes.
God, I hate that voice already.
I love it.
Sorry, I'm reading the spell that you cast because I don't know how it works for people to see through it.
What is it?
I mean, I just
Ultra
appear as that. It doesn't give
Yeah.
any sort of so it's up to you to.
Yeah.
If he's like wilding out and like swearing and being kind of like outside character suspicious,
Yeah,
then it might be an
I
insight
assume-
thing. But he
Yeah,
knows the
I
person.
assume that he knows the person well enough to not do that. But I didn't know if it was like when you see a person doing this, you have to roll this check, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like if you touch them, this thing happens. I just want to check that because no one uses these spells. All right, to be honest with you, I don't use these spells. Yeah, he turns to face you and goes, "Ah, Tana Sparkleflame. And here I thought you were dead this whole time."
Oh, I figured you would know better than that. So, Aramin tells me that you are not on your journey. Why is that?
Well, I can do what I want, I'm rich, who cares?
That is not how you earn your degree from the Harvard School of Magic. You know this. It does not matter how much your parents contribute to the school. You are supposed to be on the other side of the continent helping solve the scar. So do you want to explain yourself now?
I'm going to ask you to roll a perception check, because I don't think Tana would be that mean.
Do you mean persuasion?
I'm sorry, yeah, persuasion check.
Guidance.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have that.
So it's a D8, right?
That's a D4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
A D8's real good.
Yeah.
I only have to roll
That'd
it.
be
Slap a
insane
D8 anytime
cantrip.
you want as a
That's
cantrip.
bardic
Yeah.
inspiration, my guy.
I will do the D4.
This is important. Crit fail.
So that is a 12.
A 12.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Unfortunately, though, I rolled a 13.
All right.
He just sort of studies for a little bit and goes, "Well, Tana, and what exactly are you doing out here all the way away from the school, I do believe that school is still in session right now. Where are your children? Where are your students right now?"
It's a good deceitful
Fuck
reply.
this elf.
that
Fuck
that is
this
not your
elf.
concern. My concern is the data and information you are to be gathering on the scar. And when Aramin sends word that you are not doing your job, it is my duty to get you back on track.
He said duty. "Well, I do believe you are not my instructor, Tana. I am free to do whatever my instructor tells me to do. And he said I can do whatever I want."
So I would assume that I know his instructor. So I would like to
Yes.
name drop his instructor. Would you like to give me that name?
I'll let you name drop him because I didn't think of one.
Okay. Wu-Tang name generator. Let's go.
Carl Ferris III.
Let's call him Lou Ferrigno.
And would you like me to tell Gerald Ford about your little
The US
excursion?
president? Is that where we're going? Is that name locked
Yeah.
in?
Yeah,
We're going
yeah,
for
yeah.
Gerald
It's in,
Ford,
it's
the U.S.
in.
president?
It's in.
All right.
Canon.
It's canon now. I think that I'll talk to him myself personally. And with that, you sort of see him and Israel sort of glimmer away as they disappear from the farm. They cast, what is it, Misty Step, whatever it is, a little like short teleportation thing. They did that and they jumped
They can only
away.
move 30 feet.
But they can keep doing it every 6 seconds. Do the math there. It's a pretty far
That's
distance.
a
I did it for an
lot of
article.
spell slots.
Yeah, how many spell slots you got?
No,
Like
could-
2 max?
No, so that lasts for a full minute. So
No,
every
it
6
doesn't.
seconds, you jump 30 feet.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
blink.
one-time cast.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Misty Step. Cast down. Bonus
Yeah.
You
action.
teleported like 10 feet away. It's
Elves.
like,
Like 30 feet
What
in
is it? So, hold on.
unoccupied
There-
space.
so maybe not Misty Step, but there's a specific one where it's like you can jump X amount of jumps.
There's dimensional door that's 400 feet. There's blink
I don't
that you
think that's
blink
it.
in and out of the material plane, but no, there's nothing that just teleports you over and over again. That would be insanely overpowered.
Yeah, I always treated
No, I
it like
wrote it for-
Flash from League of Legends. It's a blink to one location within 30
No,
feet.
I wrote an article about it. Okay, I did my research.
So
You fucking
there's
find
Misty
it.
Step, and then the Eladrin elves have a different version of it, but it's basically Misty Step.
I mean, you have blink, but once again, it's not really.
Well, in Jeff's world, they can disappear.
Yes, TLDR, they did that.
This is not going to go well with the commenters.
Yeah, this is just a one bonus action, range self, instantaneous. It doesn't say anything about like it being.
Why don't they just walk like normal people?
I mean,
Because you guys are gonna attack them.
unless
We
this
were.
dude has like 5 level 1 spell slots and he's like bang, 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 and 150 feet away, he's like, cut the
Ha! It's hold on. It's far step. Fuck you guys.
Oh,
It's
that's
far
a thing?
step. That's what they cast.
Okay.
Far step. Xanathar's got everything. It's concentration up to a minute. They can teleport anywhere in a 60-foot range, the bonus action. So for a full minute, every 6 seconds, it can teleport 60 feet.
Yeah, but
I
you
remembered
can't.
this.
You can't teleport with more than one person.
Maybe they
Yeah,
both
they
have
both
it.
have it.
They both have
We're
it
just
and are
trying
going to the
like,
exact
break
same spot.
the shield.
The
that is Jeff's
loopholes.
bullshit.
We're breaking DM bullshit here.
All right, fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Damn it,
Here
fine,
you go,
whatever.
goodbye.
Whatever.
Well, I
So,
will
fuck
ride
you.
back to my compatriots
Wait a minute.
then.
Wait a minute. I want to see if I can still smell which direction the smelly alchemist went.
Yeah, they definitely went back to town.
Okay. So I'm just.
They didn't go like halfway across the world.
Okay.
They went about 20 feet. That's as far as they can go.
They're actually in some bushes. You just didn't see him move over there.
A
Substitute
5th level
jutsu.
spell. I don't think William Michael Chapwell III, who is in the same grade as me, is casting 5th level spells. But
Yeah,
fuck
let's talk
you.
about that. We're level 5. How are we supposed to combat that bullshit?
We're actually level 4.
Level 4?
Aiden's level 5.
Dude, he's like Gary in Pokemon. Like he's always a little bit ahead.
Are we level 4 or level 5?
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
He's your rival. He's always better than you in some way or another.
If he has a 5th level spell slot, I don't want to fight him.
He's got a scroll. We'll just put it at that.
Wasn't have it anymore.
Yeah.
Christ.
We'll come up with a
well,
logical
Jeff, you fucked
explanation
up.
to allow Jeff's
Jeff,
bullshit.
God damn it. Read your spells.
I'm gonna get off the horse, and then drop alter self, and I'm going back to the tavern.
I'll stay horse.
Sure.
Well, now what?
All the people around you just kind of look confused and bewildered after what just happened.
I'm gonna talk to the barkeep. Athunius, what is this beast
Yes?
everyone keeps talking about?
He sort of like picks up some glassware and starts polishing it in that old timey sort of way, and goes, "Well, for a few months now, I completely forgot this guy's voice, so I'm sorry. Well, for a few months now, I believe that there's been some sort of monster prowling in the woods. The farm up on the edge of town, they've lost some livestock to it previously, and a few children and people have gone missing playing out in the woods near there. I think the Sandheavers lost their son but a week ago from this supposed beast."
I see. That's tragic. Has there been a bounty issued?
Not that I know of. No, I'm sure if you speak around to the victims, definitely that's in poor taste. But if you talk to the governor, he might be able to fork over something for you if you show proof that you've done the deed.
I see. Thank you for your information. This is the finest establishment I've ever been in.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I do my best around here.
We'll keep up the great work. And then I'll talk to them, about the beast and abducting people.
You sound so dejected. Like
I was ready to beat ass.
the character, your in character inferiority complex to Charles Humphrey, whatever his name is seeping into the real world.
Just feel sad now.
Should we go find this beast then, boys?
I don't see what else we're supposed to be doing.
Since that is what Jeff has decided that we're doing.
Maybe you can rub it into your rival's face once we capture it.
I agree, and hopefully there'll be a nice little reward for all of us.
Make a sick jacket out of it.
Yeah.
Make a sick jacket. Hello.
Well, I guess should we start heading into those woods then, near the fields?
Well,
Varro,
we need to
lead
get some
the way.
information first. We have no idea what we're looking for. I can find a cougar and think it's it.
Well, let's talk to.
You find a very attractive older woman in the woods.
I feel like
You
someone
skin
was
her
gonna
alive
fucking
and
go
wear her as a
there.
coat.
Jesus
Well-
Christ.
Let's talk to some of the farmers.
Go Leatherface.
Oh, there were some survivors of recent attacks in the town to talk to, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
but they work on the
the
farm,
two
right?
mentioned were the Sandheavers, which you can assume is probably a family somewhere in town, and the farm on the edge of town where you guys were just at.
Yeah. So let's go talk to those guys.
Yeah.
Where do you guys want to go to first?
Talk to those guys.
I guess the fields.
You know those guys.
Those guys.
You know those guys.
I guess the
I wanna go-
sandheavers.
Sand heavers.
Sand heavers.
Yeah.
I want to go see if I can find the person who's doing the anti-alchemist parade earlier.
Sure. You sort of like walk around town for a little bit, and you find the same man wearing those blue robes, just sort of like walking about, muttering to himself a little bit. You don't get the vibe of he's like a crazy homeless man, but you definitely see that he's a little more concerning in demeanor than he should be.
Aye, sir.
Hello? Oh my God!
Yes.
What happened to you?
Alchemists.
The damn dirty alchemists.
What would you say if I knew where to find one? A high-ranking one.
He pulls out a dagger.
We've got an ally.
Don't even have to charm him. You get off easy today, Jeff.
Woo.
Where is he?
He's traveling with a wizard of sorts, and they're in town. So, if you want to come with me and my group, we're going to take care of them.
Are you sure it's wise to attack in the open like this?
We'll be doing it in the woods while we're all hunting down the monster.
The monster? There is no monster in the woods. Just the alchemists.
I know, that's why we're dragging them down there.
Are you sure there's only one? Have you checked the woods so far?
I know this alchemist. He prefers to work alone.
I'll meet you in the woods then.
Aye, and your name?
Well, go pull up that Wu-Tang Clan name generator, alright, bud? We're gonna go for 2 for 2.
I thought we had to
make
like
a name for
re-explore this
guy.
guy. I thought this was an actual like important NPC.
Wait, there's no way
Nope.
Gerald Ford came from the Wu-Tang name generator.
It didn't, because it was like menacing murder or something was the Wu-Tang name. So
Sounds like a hit single.
yeah, give me a name to input there.
Just put your name in.
Gerald Ford.
Gerald Ford.
That's good.
Alter ego.
You know, that's where the name where Daniel Glover got his childish
Yeah.
name.
So Scratch and Profit.
Scratch and Profit.
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
a meth head.
His name is Scratchy.
He's
Old
got a
Scratchy.
skooma addiction.
They call me Old Scratchy.
Well, old Scratchy. I'll meet you by the woods.
I'll bring help.
Bring more.
And he sort of like
Get
Bring-
them all.
he like winks and smiles at you in a really creepy smile.
Hey, keep it subtle. Don't bring anyone who like a townsperson. Bring people who are well equipped for a fight.
He nods and then he sort of like walks away and like ducks into an alleyway and then looks around and then ducks back out and then goes behind a trash can and just does this like very, very obvious routine
Y'all, I think I just started
to
a
cover
lynching.
his tracks.
I think I just started a lynching. Well,
Yikes.
The gang starts a lynch mob. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum.
Mixing
Cute,
up
It's
two
Always Sunny
shows there.
theme.
You did the themed curb.
Oh, whoops. Well, you know what I meant at least.
What is this, a crossover episode?
this episode, or sorry, this show is full of all kinds of references and advertisements. Let's not stop here.
All right, well,
starting this week, Phillips' new cereal brand.
I think it's time for the showdown. Let's go to the woods.
But wait,
But what are we looking for? Are we just going for the alchemist now?
The beast! The beast is what we're looking for.
But
Take it easy, Araman. Jeez.
I think Ari's losing it right now.
Ari's on
Did
crack.
Charles really get under your skin that much?
I hate this man. I hate him so much.
Did Jeffrey get under your skin?
Wait, we haven't gone and talked to any of the witnesses. We still don't know what we're looking for.
Oh, right.
True.
Yes.
Araman, take it easy. Take a deep breath.
Do your yoga.
I like rub his back.
With your like very Your hands are very coarse, and it actually
They're
hurts
so
for you to
cold.
rub my
They're
back.
so-
It's the dried blood.
Yeah.
They're so cold.
No, dude, my hands are baby soft.
It's from all the blood.
Yeah,
man.
from all the blood moisturizer.
No, your hands are coarse and full of calluses because of the factory
Oh, you're right. That's true.
But the blood is the best.
and blood, more blood.
Blood is
All
the
right,
best
let's go talk
moisturizer.
to the farmers then.
Well, one person said farmers, one person said sand heavers. Y'all got to come together on a.
Why don't we just
On a
split
thing
up
here.
and do both at the same time?
Split up in circulars.
Let's split the party.
Ah,
We're
don't
just
like
talking to
talking to
random
people.
farmers, Jeff. What's gonna happen?
That's fine. What do we
Don't
wanna
ask
do?
that question.
Split the
Oh,
party
God.
is probably
Yeah, you're
a cool
right.
idea we haven't done yet, and this is probably
Don't
a
ask
less
that
aggressive way of
question.
doing it.
Okay, so who's gonna go to the sand heavers? We'll do them
I
first.
want to do the
I
other
will
one.
go to the Sandheavers.
Yeah. Well, okay. One of the non melee people should go with one of the melee people. So, Villa,
I'll
why
go to
don't
the
you
farm.
take
I'll
Aramin
follow
with
Villa.
you?
I'll follow.
Oh, you'll take.
Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
take Var with
I'll
you.
do
I'll
a
take
short rank.
Aramin.
All right.
Oh wait, I don't know Shorewing's real name, do I?
Yeah, it was
we?
spoken.
I think it was name dropped. It's up to you to think if your character remembered it at some point when it happened way back several episodes ago. It's up to you.
When did they get name dropped?
It's been name dropped twice.
He got name dropped before you were brought into the party.
Just double
my
checking
friend.
those before I showed up.
Well, so wait, it was name dropped when I had the vision, and you guys saw the memory, and then it was name dropped
And it
when
was also-
the mystic person. I forgive me for not remembering your lingo, but the mystic person that like saw our future and our story and all that stuff. She called me Vara. That was at the carnival.
the aspect.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what you said,
Oh yeah.
but so that was pre-Villif.
Yes, they're both pre-Villif
All right.
in the PV area of our podcast history.
Lovely. The PV.
Yeah, PV.
Jesus.
So so we have Villif and Varro going to the Sand Heavers, and we have the other
V&V.
two guys going to
The farm.
the farm. Okay, let's go to the farm first because I already have that one up. On the edge of Willow's Watch sits Heartsong Meadows, the closest farm to the city itself. Through asking the bartender more questions, you found out that the owner of the farm is Kesh, and you can find him tilling the field to the east of the barn itself.
Hello, are you Kesh?
Yes, I am known as Kesh.
Was this Vin Diesel?
Kesh is a full-blooded orc, and you can tell that he has probably been here for a while, but he's not fully domesticated, if I guess is the right way. Language is hard for him. He's got some rough mannerisms.
Well, Kesh, it is great to meet you. I've heard excellent things from the barkeep. Arthunis,
He's a good man.
the best, isn't he? Well, we just had a few questions about some of the attacks on your workers around here.
I see you come with annoying man.
Annoying. Who's the annoying man?
Tall, pretty. He's talking about your rival.
Oh,
So he's also really hot too. In addition to being a better wizard, he's also extremely attractive.
Oh, of course.
Jesus
I
Christ.
did mention that in my notes. I don't think I said it out loud to you guys because he got punched.
Hey, he has a lot of money, so he probably has money to make himself beautiful.
True.
Or he just casts
I'm not-
prestidigitation on his face all the time.
I am not with that man. He is somebody that I know, though, and hopefully will not be a problem for that much longer. But we've heard you've had some workers disappearing and something about a beast. What do you know about it? And have you seen this monster?
Late at night, after the sun sets and the moon is high and round, I see things prowling beyond the tree line. They walk on all almost the size of bear
Werewolf, Jeff. How original.
or large wolf.
Dude, finish the sentence, motherfucker.
I know. I find the low hanging fruit.
It is
jokes.
hard to see. Last night they killed one of my sheep. It is in the barn if you want to see it.
Wait, the dead sheep?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or the
like
monster.
he left the body there.
Oh.
No, though, yeah, the monster's chilling.
I thought I, like,
Just
trapped
hang
it.
it out.
That is very concerning. I would be happy to see your sheep if you would show us.
He points towards the barn, which is a few of a brisk walk away. And he heads back to what he was doing previously, which is tilling one of the fields.
Okay, well, I guess I'll take a look at his dead sheep.
Yeah, you enter the barn and you see a sheep sort of hanging by from this thing in a butcher's hook, with a huge bite in its neck, and obviously very bloody matted fur.
Can I see if this aligns with what I've studied about werewolves?
Give me a nature check.
No, fuck. Hold
The book nerd investigating a corpse.
on. 22.
Jesus. You look a little deeper at the bite and see there's a massive gash, much larger than you expect to see from a wolf or a werewolf. There also seems to be scratches and cuts along the sheep's torso, implying that whatever killed it had very sharp claws.
I'll tell Rue. I think this might be something bigger than a wolf or a werewolf. I think he might have been underselling what this thing could be.
Well, what do you think it is?
Would I recognize these kind of bite marks, or
No, this is something definitely much more than you've probably seen in class.
It's a Wendigo
enough-
with a wolf pack.
nothing I've ever seen in any of the books I've seen on?
Perhaps
Big
this is
beasts.
some sort of alchemical experiment gone awry.
Potentially, it could be a little bit of both that old woman and street person.
That street urchin.
All right, I'm gonna leave the barn after I search it for any loot.
He's a farmer. He doesn't have anything.
It's a barn.
Steal his only
s-
possessions.
I'm
Pitchfork.
looking.
Pitchfork for the mob. That
Nothing is
currently
there.
hiring.
Nothing. Okay. I'm gonna
Literal shit.
I'm gonna go back to Zeth,
Who?
to the guy. What is it?
Cash?
Kesh. Yes, same thing. Whatever. Kesh, I think we are making moves to start to track this thing down, potentially within the next hour. Would you want to band with my compatriots and help hunt this foul beast down?
No, I have child. I must keep safe here.
I understand. Thank you for all your information. Hopefully we'll have good news for you soon.
Many thanks.
Many welcome. If you wanna to
Is there anything else you guys want to do here in the farm, or are you guys good? You guys covered everything you wanted to do?
I think I'm good.
Okay. So, the Sandheaver home. You ask around for a little bit and get some information to find out where the Sandheavers live, which is a small homestead to the east of Willow's Watch, about 20 minutes from the town center. It is a nice, traditionally built home, painted a faded tan. You knock on the door, and after a few moments pass, the door opens to a stout halfling with thick brown hair and somewhat lavish clothes. And behind him is the sounds of giggling children in the background, followed by hushed whispers. Hi, what can I do for you?
All yours.
I'm not good at talking to people.
Oh,
Oh no.
Hello.
Yeah, you guys are both the antisocial ones.
Hello there.
Oh yeah,
Hello
we
there,
didn't
Frank.
think about this
How
very
are you today?
very thoroughly.
I'm sorry I didn't hear that.
Hello, how are you today?
Well, it's been rough. My son passed away not too long ago. Oh. Oh, okay.
Was he tasty? No. If,
There are no tasty children in our podcast, okay?
if oh god, don't refer to it as that, please.
What happened to your
Was
son?
it? Does this have anything to do with the monster in the woods?
Yeah, he loses composure for a little bit, like a split second. You see like a flash of grief and sadness before he recomposes himself and goes, "Well, we think it might have been something in the woods. I'm not quite sure, honestly. I wasn't paying attention at the time, so I'm not quite sure what happened. But people think that's what happened. You're welcome to look in the yard if you want to see where it happened or where he went missing."
Do you have any other information?
My children were out playing and I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
Insight check.
Sure.
Ooh.
That is a 14.
You think that he is very genuine about this.
People don't lie.
He might be hiding his emotions, but he definitely is feeling, remorse and grief.
I have a +7 to insight and haven't used it once.
Killing it.
All right, I'll head into the back then, where it happened.
Yeah, follow behind him, of course.
Yeah. He takes you through the house. About 5 other children are sort of running around, laughing and giggling. And he opens the back door. They all come running out and playing on the yard.
Time is it?
It's a fairly typical yard for someone with so many children. Toys are scattered about, dirt and mud all abound, and the kids just causing complete chaos in this open yard.
Is it midday?
What do you guys want to do? Yeah, but by now it's probably about noonish.
Where was the last place you saw your boy?
He was I forgot the voice. He was right over there, but towards the edge of the field, right near the woods.
Okay.
And he sort of like points over.
Upon me walking up to his suggested area, can I infer anything in the ground with perception?
You can give me a survival check.
Wow, I rolled a 3, bud, with a +7. So that's a 10 still, but
You don't see anything in particular standing out in this particular area.
children wrestling.
Yeah, it's a pretty messy area because kids run around all the time.
Okay, are we close to the forest line?
Maybe about another 5 minutes of walking. You're pretty close to it, yeah.
5 minutes of walking. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Now are there tracks?
a few more feet.
Like, is this like a well-tended yard, or is there like high grass between us and the woods?
You can tell at some parts it's a little more well tended than others. As it gets closer to the woods itself, it's not as tended.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn around and speak to the man and say,
Hey, how long ago did this happen?
Let me pull up where it happened because I forgot.
"Okay, we don't expect you to remember everything. I have really bad memory."
He once again you see the little like flash of like grief on his face, and he goes, "Well, he passed away, or he went missing about a week ago. Maybe 7-8 days ago."
Near my breath, I kind of to Villa.
If there is any evidence of what came through here, it would be mostly gone by now. But we can, check towards the woods a little bit.
Yes, it wouldn't be too much of an issue. Do you want to see if there's anything in the yard while I go take a look at the actual woods?
Sure.
Alright, I'll start heading towards the woods.
Okay. Wow, I completely blanked right now. Case, what are you looking for in particular?
I actually didn't want to look in the yard anymore, but I guess maybe I'll double down.
Then, yeah, just come with the woods to me. Come to the woods.
No, hold on. I think it's better to keep it separate.
Yeah, no, this will be fine. We're playing like CSI, but like split party of a split party.
It's fine.
So this is literally just an open yard. Like there's no fencing or nothing.
Correct.
Huh, man. Any disturbed bushes of any sort nearby?
Give me a perception check.
24.
You look around in the general area of where he said that his son went missing or who was last seen, and you look a little bit further beyond that to a slightly damaged bush. You can tell by some of the branches and leaves missing from it. And as you sort of like reach around a little bit, you pull out a small gray tattered piece of cloth that was assumingly torn off by this thorny bush.
Can I smell it?
Yeah.
Does it smell like animal or boy?
It doesn't smell like animal or boy. It just smells foul, like someone hasn't bathed in a while. Almost like Will.
Hey, now.
He smells like what are they? What is like iron, like dried blood? Isn't that what that is? And
Yeah, a little bit of
bag of
iron,
wet
a little
pennies.
bit of
wet pennies. That's a good one.
It smells like pennies and a little bit of grass, a little bit of dirt.
So upon finding this garb, can I walk back to the boys and the father and ask him if he recognizes the cloth or linen?
He doesn't recognize it at all. That's something completely new to him. It wasn't something that the kid owned or was wearing at the time where he went missing.
Okay. Interesting. Describe the thing that I discovered one more time.
It is a gray, tattered piece of cloth that looked to have been torn off by the thorny bush that you found it in.
Oh, okay. So it was a thorny bush. Was there any type of
Yes.
blood on the thorns?
Yes, I'm gonna say there was.
Red, presumably.
It is a darker red than usual.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stand up from the bush and I'm going to chase on after Vilif, who's probably got a good clip ahead of me.
Sure. To you, Vilif. What are you doing in the woods right now?
I am specifically looking for tattered clothes, toys, a shoe, a hat, something that would show me that a child was dragged through this area. Because I'm assuming these are pretty dense woods, right?
Yeah, fairly dense after a certain point.
So, like, I'm
give me
assuming
an-
if they've been dragged through, like, there's no way bits of cloth didn't get torn off.
You can probably safely assume that. Sure. Give me a perception check.
Come on, dice roller. That is a 17.
You don't find anything of like tattered, or you don't find any sort of like toys or things like that. You do find small fibers and bits of hair that you can assume that this is brown hair, the same brown hair as the father, or the similar color. So it's probably going to be the child's hair, but you don't find any sort of like definite tracks or anything, because it's been so long. A lot of tracks have probably gone away by now, been washed away by the weather or by wildlife.
Right. All right. I'll try to see if I can't find anything else of note.
You keep looking around. You are looking high and low, looking behind tree branches, peering through bushes, things like that. And you get a little bit deeper into the woods every time you go through. And then at one moment, you turn to cross by a tree and you see Israel staring at you. And he just says,
We need to talk.
"Fade."